Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm coming at you barefaced because I'm doing a review on the new Nars Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. Now I showed you this in my haul and I've been using it all month. I've used it several times because I wanted a good true review, not just a first impression on this foundation. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I apologize if my voice gets caught. I'm getting over a cold. I also apologize for the two kids that are awake when they should be asleep. If you hear anything in the background. So I'm going to be leaving all the information like on the screen below because you've probably heard it 1,000 times. There's been a lot of reviews so far on this foundation. Just a little bit about my skin. I have combination skin. I get oily in the T-zone and I have just normal skin on the cheeks. And I'm using shade L2, which is light 2 Mont Blanc. I got this because I anticipated this to be my summer foundation. Beautiful glass packaging. It comes with a pump, must have for me. And I'm going to be applying it today with a beauty blender because that's how I apply all of my foundations. First of all, I want to note that the pump pumps out a very small amount compared to other foundation pumps. And that is perfect for this foundation because a little bit goes a long way. The first time I tried this, I was like, oh, this didn't pump out very much. Let me get some more. And it was way too much foundation. This does claim to be full coverage. I'm going to let you see for yourself. I don't have any active breakouts at the moment. I do have acne prone skin. These spots right here are hyperpigmentation. You can see, well, I've covered it up now, but I have a lot of just redness on my chin. But any spots that you see are not active acne, they're just hyperpigmentation, which is very visible on my fair skin. So we're going to see how much that covers it. This foundation blends out really nicely. It doesn't seem to get soaked up too much into the beauty blender. And it has really good coverage, as you can see. When something claims to be full coverage, I'm always skeptical because to me, it takes a lot to be considered full coverage. So I like to think of this one as a medium high coverage, high medium coverage, sorry. It is on the verge of full coverage, but you can still see just a little bit of your skin peeking through if you were to have acne or something like that. But it covers really nicely. I'm not a fan of actual true full coverage foundations because they just look like a mask to me. They in no way look, if they cover every single little thing, they just in no way look any type of natural. So I try to steer clear of true full coverage foundations. Even when I had really bad acne, I would just let some of it peek through because I hated the way it looked to have just caked on makeup. Okay, so the finish on this foundation is absolutely beautiful. It just looks flawless. It has a nice radiance without being too oily or greasy looking or too glowy. It is settling into my smile line right there already. Just want to note that. So I'm going to do that out. Upon application, it just looks beautiful. So this foundation claims to be like sweat resistant, transfer resistant. It's just supposed to be a good long wearing foundation but have a radiance to it, not have a real matte finish like a lot of long wear foundations do. So as far as application, the look on the skin when you first apply it, it's just beautiful and that part is fantastic. So we're just going to put it to the test and see how long wearing it really is and how it wears on my combination skin, specifically in the T-zone since I do get oily there. But it does say that this is for all skin types, including oily. According to their claims, it should work on every skin type. I am going to set this with a translucent powder, so I'm going to show you that because I'm going to show you what powder I use and how it looks after I apply that. I'm going to be using the Laura Mercier Loose Translucent Setting Powder, and the way I apply this is I put one side of my damp beauty blender into the powder, and I only powder right here on my cheeks, my nose, my forehead, and my chin. I don't do any of my cheek area or down here. And so you can see that mattified just a little bit, but it still leaves, you know, a nice natural finish on the cheeks. So I'm going to go finish the rest of my makeup off camera and I'm going to come back once it's really had a chance to set and we're going to see if it is transfer resistant. Okay, I'm back with the rest of my makeup on. I did really minimal makeup today because I'm just at home with 2 sick kids today, and the only place I'm going this afternoon is to the gym, so I did not want to be too made up for the gym, but that's not going to affect the way the foundation wears, so we're going to see that. So a couple of things I want to note since I finished my makeup is that it is already settled back into this smile line and a little bit in this one. This is my deeper one though. And also my chin is looking a little cracky right up under here and patchy. Like it seems to be hard to the foundation to stick right here. That is a problem area that I have, but I do have foundations that have no issue right there. So that is something to note. And also it just seems to be having trouble sticking right in the corners of my nose. It just already looks like it's not covering redness. Oh, you know what? I did below my nose. So that could be why it's showing red right up under here. So that leads me to my next point. Is it transfer resistant? I'm just going to touch my face right here where I did not powder. And I'm sure not going to be able to see very well, but there is quite a lot of makeup on my finger. Yeah, I have makeup on my fingers when I just touch it. Like I said, it just rubbed off super easily when I blowed my nose and I was super careful. Yeah. Lots of makeup. So even though it's a radiant foundation, I feel like if it's long wearing, it should definitely set in a way that is going to be transfer resistant like it claims. We'll continue to see how it wears the rest of the day. I'm going to do check-ins on my vlog camera and just update you with how my skin is looking. So far though, I think you can probably tell what my feelings are going to be on this foundation, but I do want to show you how it ends up looking. But it just, it's having trouble in the long wear department already, and I've only had it on for 20 minutes. So I'm going to show you the rest of what it does as the day wears on. I want to show you why I need my foundations to be as transfer resistant as possible. They tend to wear off, especially on my chin and cheek area, and this is why. Come say hi, Mace Man. Come say hi. This little toaster right here, I just do this all day long. Oh God. I just do that all day long and it tends to rub off. So if I have a lot of rubbing off right here, I just wanted to show you why. Yes, I wanted to show you the cutest little example. You look scared. You look a little worried. Just smile. No need to be scared. Don't be camera shy. No. No need to be camera shy.
I love you.
I love you, baby girl. You want to crawl up here?
Yes, I want to.
Okay. Come on.
The video.
Yeah. Oh! Hi! Alright, we're going to check back in a couple of hours and see how the foundation is holding up. Tell them bye.
Bye!
Hey guys, I'm here for my check-in and it has been 4 hours since I applied the foundation. Just like before, I wanted to note that the corners of my nose and under my chin are like cracking and separating. That had already started to do that as soon as I had applied it. And then normally by 4 hours, like every single time I've worn this foundation, it has looked so greasy at 4 hours. And then of course, like the day that I do a foundation review, it doesn't look as bad. It's like when you make an appointment to go to the doctor and you end up getting better that morning. That's what it feels like today. Yeah, so normally it looks greasy, like an oil slick. I know I have an oily T-zone, so I expect some glow and some shine, kind of like what I have right now. But typically, this foundation is really bad on my skin, especially on my forehead. And that is the worst spot right now, you can see. So maybe today it's just going to come through a little bit later, but I'm about to head to the gym, so I know that it's going to look oily and greasy then, and I didn't want it to be like a biased review. But I fully expected within 4 hours for it to do the same as it had done every other time. What else did I want to say? Oh, yeah. Let me see if you can see. Can you see how it just kind of looks dark and black up under here? Those are not my dark circles. Every time I've worn this foundation as well, the mascara on my bottom lashes kind of just rubs off. I think it's because it's more of a oily, greasy foundation. Rubs off under my eyes right here and makes me look like a raccoon. have a little guest. So none of my other foundations do that. This is the only one I've ever tried, and I've been wearing this foundation for over a month now. Been wearing this mascara for over a month now, and this is the only foundation that I've worn that it does that with. So it's not the mascara, it is the foundation. There's not gonna be any light probably when I get out of the gym, but I'll try to do another check-in if I can. But if I don't get to do another check-in after that because there's no daylight, then I just want to say that I am not a fan of this foundation. It really just did not do that well on my skin, and I'm not that oily, so I would say that it probably doesn't work for most oily combination skin types. I could see where those that are dry or normal might really like this foundation, if you don't mind that it transfers really easily. To me, that's just a deal breaker in a Longwear foundation. I mean, what is the point? I hate when a foundation transfers so easily. I know that a little bit's gonna come off no matter what, but I have foundations that you can touch it and nothing comes off on your finger, and you can rub it and nothing comes off of the skin. So this one for me was just a miss, but I hope this was helpful to you in some way, just to see it on the skin. It doesn't look horrible, it really doesn't. It's just not my favorite. It's not worth the money for me. I have a drugstore favorite that performs better than this, so for $49, this foundation is going back. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.